Hello everyone, this video is regarding how to attempt objective type of questions in your board exam. Okay, I have taken economics subject, and in this video I will tell you how to attempt, how to write in your answer sheet, because there is a lot of confusion among students that whether they have to write the question also then answer. See, in the training session they have already, board people have already told us that we are going to write only the answers and not the questions for the objective type of question. Here I have tried to make it easy. I will explain you each type of objective type question, how to attempt that, because they are quite difficult. Some of them are difficult. So I will discuss one by one and I will tell you. Let's begin with that now. You can see in the tabular form I have shown all different types of objectives supposed to be asked in the exam. See, in as per board paper pattern, total in economics, total we have A B C D E F G H. So we have total 8 type of objective type of questions. In that, in the board exam they will ask you 4 types, any 4 types from these available 8 types. They may ask you choose the correct option, complete the correct correlation, economic terms, odd one out, or they may ask assertion and reasoning. Any 4 types will be asked. So prepare all types. You should know each and every type of objective, how to attempt that. Okay, so from this, so each sub question is of 5 marks, contains 5 questions, and there is no option. You have to compulsory attempt all 20 questions, 1 mark for each question. Okay, so let's start with that. One by one I will tell you. See, in the question, suppose they ask you question number 1A, choose the correct option. Okay, so we are here, choose the correct option, question number A. It means that 1 mark for each, so total 5 marks. See, concept, first question is concepts studied under macroeconomics. We know that in macroeconomics, A B C D, 4 things, 4 options have been given. They are not the options, they are the part of the question only. So while thinking, remember this, the question starts from this concept studied to pricing. You have to read all these things and then go for this option section. Students, what they do, they simply read this first line and they find out the answers from ABCD. See, ABCD are not the answers, that is the part of question only. Read it properly and from options then you select it. For example, see, I know that macroeconomics, it deals with whole economy, yes. Then economic development, yes. Aggregate supply, yes. Product pricing, no. So my option should be A, B and C. I should search this option A, B and C. See, if the first option only is the answer A, B and C. So in the exam, in the answer sheet, I will directly write it as question number 1A. See the red line, red color. Question number 1A, answers. My first answer is, I have not copied the question, I have not copied all the options, I have directly written the correct answer. So my answer will be, first question answer is option number 1, because you can see the Roman numbers have been written. One option, my first option is correct, so according to me, first option is correct, so I have written option number 1, A, B and C. In the next line, A is what? Whole economy, comma, B is what? Economic development, C is what? Aggregate supply. So it has been expected from you, while writing correct option, write that correct option properly. For example, A, B, C, you should mention A, what is A, what is B, what is C. Okay, I hope this is clear, because there is some confusion, because students, what they do, they copy the whole question and it is very time consuming. So what they expect from us, we are going to write the correct option. then that in that correct option, A indicates what, B indicates what, and C indicates what. Suppose the answer is only A, then write only A option. Okay, don't select from this A, B, C, D. You have to select it from options only. See here, they have given options here, and you are going to select from your answers from this options only. Don't write A, B, C, D or your own options. Okay, now second, see the question starts from under perfect competition. Sailors are, these A, B, C, D is also part of your question. So I should understand now, under perfect competition, sailors are price maker, price taker, price discrimination, none of this. Okay, so according to me, it should be price taker. So I should search these options now. Now I have decided, I have finalized that the answer should be price taker. So only B is my answer. So I should search whether in the options this option is available or not. Option, second option, only B. See now, instead of Roman numbers, I have purposefully put 1, 2, 3, 4. Whatever the things have been given, accordingly copied. See, in option number 2, second option number 2, only B. Now B is what? Price taker. Earlier it was A, B, C. So I have written A option, B option, C option also. Here my answer is only B. So price taker. So this is the way, the things I have written in the red color, this is the way you are going to present. You are going to directly write in an answer sheet. You are not going to copy the question. Okay. First type of question is clear. Now let's move on to the second type question. One more thing I want to clear you. For example, in earlier question, if I feel that answer should be A, B, C, okay, suppose I feel that A is also correct, B is also correct, C is also correct, then I will not write my own answer. I have to check whether these option is available or not. See here, A, B, C option is there, I can write, but the answer is wrong. Only answer is only B. But I'm just telling you, this may happen that you select something and that option is not there at all. It means you are somewhere wrong, or it may be there. Only the thing that I'm telling you, if you are clear about your studies, you will not go wrong. But here I want to point out that how to present your answer. Next question, next type question, A type of question is over. Now B. In the B type of question, what they will do, see, maximum TU, complete the correlation. Correlation, correction, sorry, complete the correction means what? There is some correlation, there is some relations. For example, maximum TU is to 0 mu, means when TU, we know this concept, when TU is maximum, mu is 0. We know this point of satiety, we call it as a point of satiety. When TU is maximum, mu is 0. At that time, the relation they have given. Now second relation we have to fill up. TU declines. We know that when TU starts falling, after meeting the point of satiety, TU starts falling. When TU starts falling, mu goes negative. So your answer should be, see, question number 1, B, answer negative mu. The answer should be like this. Don't write all these things, don't put that box and all, don't copy anything. Directly write negative mu. Then next is perfect competition. Perfect competition is to free entry and exit. In the perfect competition, we have free entry and exit. Now dash, in which market barriers to entry? For example, I know the answer is monopoly. I will directly write monopoly, barriers to entry. Okay, so don't need to copy that question. We are directly writing the answers, and I'm telling you different type of objectives which are supposed to be asked in your board exam. Don't write irrelevant. There should be some relation. See, in the first is choose the correct option. Now second, we have finished complete the correlation. Correlation means what? There should be some relationship. It should be correlation. There is some typing mistake. Okay, now next is Give economic terms. We know that, we know this concept. Give economic terms, 1 mark for each correct answer. Situation where more quantity is demanded at lower price. More quantities. See, my answer is expansion or extension of demand. We know that in my earlier video also I told you how to remember that changes and variations. CID, we have remembered this word. C stands for changes, increase, decrease. And I told you the how to remember that CID don't charges price, so other than price. See here, a situation more quantity is demanded at lower price. Now here, price, because of price changes are taking place, so it is the case of variation. So in variation we have expansion and contraction. Okay, so directly I will write the expansion or extension of demand. And second, graphical representation of demand schedule. I know the answer is demand curve. I will write like this. Question number 1, see, first answer is this and second answer is this. Then we have next type. Find the odd word out. Odd word out means odd man out type. Okay, there are two types. Again, I have taken different two types. First is simply they have given rent, wages, profit, capital. See, if they ask 4 factors of production, then we know land, labor, capital, entrepreneur. And their returns, rent, wages, profit, and interest. Now here you can see that in this example, you can see that capital is the factor of production and these are the payments, factor payments. So capital is odd one out. I will directly write the answer, like first answer is capital. No need to write all this question. Then second, see, in this type they have given legal monopoly and 4 options are given. Okay, all except one, that's why that is odd man out. See, patent, we know it comes under legal monopoly. OPEC, no. Copyright, trademark. So my answer should be OPEC. See, there is some relation they have shown like that. In the first type of question, directly you can write answer as odd man out. But here, you have to read it carefully. Legal monopoly. All except one is not legal monopoly. Patent, copyright, trademark, all are legal monopoly. Only OPEC is not. So answer is OPEC. See the way they are giving you, they may confuse you. You need lot of practice. Now next E type question. C, complete the following statement. We know this options have been given. This is not that much difficult or different type. While estimating national income, we include only value of final goods and services. We know that we don't consider intermediate good just to avoid the double counting. Okay, so you have to read A, B, C, D, and whatever you feel is the answer you are going to write. Now here the answer is to avoid the double counting. I have not written the question in the question number 1E. I have answer sheet. I have directly written first B answer, avoid double counting. Second, in India, national income is estimated using, see, this is combination of output and income method is the answer. So I have written 2D combination. No need to write the question again and again. I'm telling you how to present it. It will save your time because we know that economics is a quite lengthy paper, and again these objective type of questions will take a lot of time. If you copy all the questions and then answers, it will be time consuming. So you are going to write the answers directly, but there is a way to present. Don't write only B. See, here I have not written only B, only D. I have written the correct answer also. Now the next question is F. Choose the wrong pair. See, sometimes they may ask you wrong pair, choose the correct pair. So read it carefully. Now see here, individual demand, individual consumer, joint demand, tea, coffee, variation in demand, other factors remains constant, decrease in demand, price remains constant. Now you can see joint demand, tea and coffee. Tea and coffee are not joint demand. Tea, sugar, milk, some if such type of things have been given, then it is correct. So this is the wrong. So my answer, see, I have written here the answer as first question number 1F. In that one, second option, joint demand tea and coffee. Whatever the wrong things have been given, I have copied that because they have asked that thing only. Then second, National Income Committee 1949, ABCD they have given. Whatever, if they have given Roman number, if they have given ABCD, small ABCD, capital, or 1 2 3, whatever they have written, you copy as it is. Don't create your own things. See here, expenditure method, national income minus national income, rent, wages. This D type of question is, D type of pair is wrong. So I have written here the answer. Let's move to the next type. Now G. This is little bit difficult, or you need to think. So this is assertion and reasoning type question. Assertion means what? They will provide you one statement. Reasoning is what? This is the statement, and because of that, reason has been given to us. See, for example, because of corona, we are taking online lectures. Okay, so there is one statement, and I have provided the reason also. So you have to find out, is there any relation in A and R? A means assertion, means statement, and reasoning means is it a reason behind it? So accordingly, the options will be A is true, but R is not necessary every time that A is true and F is its answer. So maybe A is false, but R is true. Maybe both A and R are true and R is correct explanation, or A and B are true, but R is not correct explanation of A. So you have to read the sentence and then you have to find out the answer. For example, here elasticity of demand. Elasticity of demand statement is explains the one variable is influenced by another variable. Reasoning is the concept of elasticity of demand indicate effect of price and changes in other factors on demand. Correct. This is the statement and this is the reason behind it. So my answer is both A and B are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Explanation or reasoning or exact reason behind it, behind the A. So my answer is 3. So how I will write? Option 3, both. See, option 3, both A and R are true. I'm not wasting my time in copying that question and then writing. I have directly written option 3, both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Now don't write option 3 only, just write that full sentence. Okay, so next is assertion is what? Degree of price elasticity is more than 1 in case of relatively elastic demand. Okay, we know that if it is relatively elastic, it is more than 1. Inelastic, it is less than 1. Equal to, it is unitary. Now reasoning is change in demand is less than change in price. See, this is the false statement. So I will say option A is true, but R is false. This is the way you are going to attempt the questions. Now I will show you. I have discussed all the types of objective type of questions. There are total 8 type of questions which are likely to be asked in your board exam. In that you have to means in the exam they will ask you 4 questions only from those 8, any 4 combinations, but remember there will be no option. You have to attempt all 20 questions carrying 1 mark each, and if you do the practice of it, you will get 20 out of 20 marks. Okay, so your answer sheet, I have discussed each type of question. Two examples I have taken. In the exam you have 5 examples, 5 questions they will ask you of each type. Here I have discussed only 2. See, now in my answer sheet will look like this, my final answer sheet. For example, see, question number 1, A, answers. See, I have written proper question number 1, A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, whatever I have written above part, I am showing this in your answer sheet, and finally how it will look like this. Okay, so you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then B, my B answers I have written directly 1, 2, 3. So you in your answer sheet, I have not written anywhere question. I have directly written the answers. I have properly given the number to the answers. Question number 1A, question number 1B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 3, 4, 5 are blank because we have not discussed anything. But I'm just telling you how your answer sheet will look. Okay, see, you can see 1D. I have not copied anywhere questions. The way I have discussed you all these things with you in above part, I have just copied that. I am showing it how your answer sheet will look like. It will be short and sweet and easy for checking also, and easy for writing also. From both, from students point of view and from teachers point of view, it is very easy way to present your answers, because they are quite lengthy, time consuming, and in economics we have already the paper is lengthy. We have to attempt all the questions fast. You can take the screenshot of all these type of questions. I hope you have understood everything. Take the screenshot of it. Okay. With this, I'm finishing this part of. I hope you have understood it properly. I have taken each example in your textbook. There are a lot of examples available. Go through it. See, I will show you again. I hope you have understood. Do a lot of practice, and in your exam, try to attempt all questions and try to get 20 out of 20. I hope the presentation point of view, or whatever I have made my efforts to make it easy to understand, to clear your confusion, doubts. So all the best, students. Thank you.